Same film. Hello. How are you feeling? Okay. Okay, yeah. Alright, don't worry.
In a symbolic move,
The government is allowing women to freeze their eggs here for non-medical reasons.
Extract a woman's eggs and keep them until the woman is ready to have a baby.
It seeks to support more women in their life aspirations.
Julie, you can step in first.
okay.
Hello.
Hi!
We're so happy
So all three of you are here today because you have all just gone through the elective egg freezing journey with Thomson Fertility Centre. Maybe we can start from Pat, right? Share with them a bit on why you decided to join this program.
So I'm married and and I have been trying to conceive for about 2 years. I'm actually quite excited because I fall in the right category of the women that can actually utilize the egg if we do freeze it.
Why are you interested in egg freezing?
So for me, I think it has been a struggle thinking whether we want to have kids or not. I am labelled under severe endometriosis, where my ovary basically look like a spider web, that there's a lot of cords and that is hindering the sperm from swimming to the egg. Yeah, so when that happened, I felt it's very hard to describe that feeling. Like nobody can actually understand what I was going through, even my husband, because I was actually testing the pregnancy kit month after month, and to see a negative result is just not the best thing that can ever happen to a woman. Like when you are hoping to get pregnant, you will tend to think otherwise about yourself, like whether you are a whole woman or whether what is happening with your body, you know. I felt that if I would have known about this option way before, like when I was younger, I would have totally chosen the path to freeze my eggs first. Because at the age of 33 this year, I don't know if my eggs are still healthy to go through egg freezing.
I had ovarian cysts about 4 years ago, so I had an open surgery to get them both removed. And when I had the surgery done, my doctor told me that I might lose one of my ovaries, so she was going to try her best to save it during the surgery. But when I heard that, it's strange. The feeling is like, I want to not have kids because I don't want to have kids, not because I cannot have kids, right? So that thought really scared me. I was like, so when I heard about the legalization, I was actually really excited because I didn't think it was going to happen. You know, I didn't think it was going to happen in Singapore.
I've been talking about freezing my eggs since I was like in my early 20s when I'm starting out my career, and then I realized that like, damn, it's so hard to find a partner, it's so hard to be in a relationship, and I don't know when I'm gonna settle down. That's why like being able to freeze my eggs now means so much to me, because that means that I don't have to worry about, you know, my timeline, and I get to work on myself. Yeah. Previously, I was in a relationship for 4 years, and I thought like that's it lah. And then it made me realize like, oh wow, like a lot of things happened, and then we just weren't ready to be married. Yeah, so I make the decision to end the relationship so that I can really pursue what I really want.
No, but actually that's pretty much on point. It's because like if you ask me why I don't have a kid now, or like if I would have a kid, I want to like buy my house first. So I want to make sure I have a house, like a stable place where it can be like my forever home. Because I've moved so much in the past. I've moved 5 times in the past 8 years. So I really wanted to find a place and really like settle down also in my career and everything before I have, and also get married. Then you know, hopefully enjoy marriage for 2 years. You know, like those like typical get married by 25, have my first kid by 27.
Let's yeah, I think a lot of us have had that same goal. Yeah.
And then I hit 28, then 30,
And you know, and the thing is, right, because of this egg freezing, right, it definitely gave me more choices. Like I don't feel trapped. Like I feel I felt like at the age of 30, I can start all over again.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sandra.
Hi, morning.
Hi, morning. So egg freezing is a very good way to actually improve the chance of pregnancy in the future.
What is the procedure like?
The first stage would be the preparation stage. See whether any gynecological problem which may make the procedure dangerous.
At the beginning of your menstrual cycle, we will give you hormone injections. These injections will be done daily for about 9 to 11 days. These injections will stimulate the ovary and trick the ovary into growing all the other eggs that they otherwise wouldn't have. Yes, that's right. So that's how it works. Okay, and then once they are deemed to be mature or ready, then you will have an injection to trigger the final maturation. And then usually the egg extraction procedure is done about 36 hours after the trigger. Relatively less simple procedure, less than 20 minutes.
Oh, less than 20 minutes? So I just need to be in the hospital for like maybe half a day?
Yeah, you'll be home before lunch.
Oh wow!
Before you can even go for brunch.
To assess how many eggs we can potentially get, we can do a scan to see how many antral follicle counts, which are the small follicles that you have at the beginning in the cycle. Or alternatively, you can do a blood test, which is an objective test, which will tell us how many eggs you can potentially produce.
By right, this is supposed to be done in a doctor's office. We just got them to send you guys' results over and we will open here.
I'm a bit of an overachiever, so I'm hoping that I have more than the average, but I don't know.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Wow, nervous, yeah.
Result is 13.1.
So the normal ovarian reserve is 4.5 to less than 14.3. And then I'm 10.2. So I think that's good news.
Okay. Ooh. Oh. That's not good. So the result is 1.8. I'm like below average here. How like this? Okay, I mean honestly, I'm not like super surprised because that was what my doctor told me during when I had my surgery and all the and basically all the stuff. Yeah, so she did say that if I want to have kids, I had to try between the time I had the surgery and before 5 years. This year will be 5 years. So
this year's a good time to generate the egg.
Yeah, I guess.
So now that you've seen your results, the next step will be the consult to get you ready to start your injection.
Yoo-hoo! I'm ready.
How are you feeling and what are your expectations?
I really hate needles. Like when I got my jab for the COVID, I put numbing cream before I went.
This is like a dream come true.
Really, like genuine?
Yeah, because like you need to know that at the age of 23, 24, like I've already been thinking of this, and back then it wasn't possible for me, and now that it's possible, like wow, like yes, like finally we are advancing, you know, we have more choices and everything. It feels good. It feels good to have more choice, right? Wow, it's happening, guys, it's happening.
Today is the first day of my menses, which means I'm gonna go for my first jab tomorrow. When I got my first day of menses, I was very excited. Really? Because I knew like, oh man, I'm gonna go and take my jabs tomorrow. So when I called the clinic, I think it was a very smooth process. They'll just tell you that, okay, I'm gonna book an appointment for you the next day, and then you just come down and we'll go through everything.
Woo! Good afternoon!
Hello!
Welcome.
Thanks. I have my husband here. He's on the screen because this person is on a work trip.
I'm here to play my part.
I don't know if I can trust him though.
You want me to jab or not? Or you don't want?
See how?
I confirm confident.
Okay, I'll let you try once. Okay, I want him to jab. Okay, y'all witness. He jab. Okay, he jab once.
I'll jab all of you.
Hey, come on.
Okay, sure.
Hello, hi.
Today, second day.
Yes.
It's D-Day.
Day 1 menses yesterday. What time it come?
Morning.
Morning. Okay, can. Alright, you doing okay, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see this is the womb, this is the lining. Okay, all right. I mean, this is the fibroid you knew about already. Okay, but in general, everything's fine. We're looking at the lining, make sure it's thin. Okay, at the beginning of your cycle. So this is your right ovary. Okay, at the moment, actually, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. We're looking at more than 5, hopefully. Yeah.
Right, so this is the left ovary. Expectation is maybe 2 eggs, but we hope to get more. Right? Okay. So the rest all good. All perfect. Totally awesome. no issue. Yeah.
Yay.
Great.
Thank you. Okay, see you outside. See you.
Yay! So everything looks good.
Everything is good. Yeah. So
nice.
then you can see some quite a few follicles there.
Yeah.
For instance, this is the womb. Okay? Then the number we see roughly about maybe 10. So I leave the nurses to teach you how to do the injections. Right? And they schedule another visit on Friday.
Sorry, I called my husband, okay?
Got it. Okay! Okay.
Okay, this is day 1.
Okay, I think I got it. Yep. I'm a bit nervous. It's correct. Don't doubt yourself.
Babe, I love you, okay? You're so great.
Okay. So I pinch.
Okay, so 2 fingers away from the belly button, either right or left side. So I put this as just do it here. Perpendicular.
Like dead straight?
Yeah, and then you have to hold, and then you squeeze it in, and then hold it there for 10 seconds.
Let's go!
Okay, so we're back here.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Deep breath.
Don't touch it! Why you gonna touch it? It's okay, you did a good job. I now pronounce you Dr. Chua.
Yes! Wait, let me cut this shit.
This day is finally here. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this day for so long. So that means I need to make sure that it doesn't bloat too much.
Alright.
Alright. You don't go behind me. Behind not tight. Then you can see my butt.
Okay.
Okay. Right, right, front to back, like tie at the back, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Everything is correct. Don't worry.
Okay, great.
That's my bed.
Your bed go liao.
Leave your shoes under the chair there. Excuse me. Stop. You bring her in. You cannot go in first. You take a seat there.
Wow, I was very nervous because I know there's going to be IV drip and I hate that shit. I really hate it. But I think on that day, they made me feel very comfortable because they keep repeating, like sedation only, like very fast one. So I tell myself, okay, this time round, I want to remember when I'm being knocked out. I'm like, okay, I'm going to hold it until I cannot. Then
So do you remember?
Yeah, so I stared at the clock and it was 9:20. So then the anesthetist starts saying, have you had breakfast? Then like, no. He said, okay, can you think of what you want to have for breakfast later? Then it really helped. Because I started thinking, like you're in Paragon, like, okay, downstairs got what? Like, what can I eat later? Then I knocked out already. Then when I woke up, right?
Were you still thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking. I stared at the clock again. 9:40 It was exactly 20 minutes. Yeah.
When did you wake up?
I teleported. Like,
okay, same.
I woke up like,
yeah. When you woke up, you already
I was back in the recovery room. Yeah.
You know that nurse come and wake me up.
Yeah.
So how I woke up was I felt a very heavy thump on my chest. Julie Tan! Julie Tan!
I hit you!
Wake up!
I guess.
They scared you like.
Yeah, then I keep feeling like a pom pom pom.
Julie, where's Julie? Open your eyes. We're done with the procedure. Julie! Hello?
Then I just open my eye then then I went back to sleep.
You went like it's not enough.
Yeah, like let me rest a bit more then boom.
So how long did you stay in the hospital for?
I think I'm the last one to
Wait,
take
so you
out.
stayed there longer than 2 hours?
Yeah.
About 2 hours.
About
But you slept the whole 2 hours?
Yeah, almost maybe.
Huh.
True.
Yeah. I had somebody beside me that was like your case. I can't remember what her name
Like,
was.
I'm very well
Madam
rested.
Julina, surgery over. Madam Julina.
Yeah, it was like
And
that.
then it was no response, so they was like, dong, dong, dong.
Yeah.
Madam Julina.
That's me.
Then after 5 minutes, and she, okay. Yes. Then on the other side, it was so funny. It was I think, younger woman. She was like, I can't remember what her name was, but okay, maybe her name was Abigail. Okay, Miss Abigail, wake up. Then she woke up like clear as day. She was like, what did she say? Oh, when is the sedation? I think she said that. When is the sedation? And then the nurse was like, surgery over already. She's like, oh, but when will I be sedated? She's like, oh no, you wake up already. Like you finished. She's like, then she was like, finished already? And the nurse was like, yeah, finished already. She was like, oh, so fast.
Did she even know she was wheeled to the operating theatre?
Yeah, she was asking about the sedation when
that's
she
so
finished.
cool.
Yeah, it was so funny, and she was like bright and alert. Like, it was so funny.
I think everyone's body is very different.
Yeah, it was
They
so
react
funny.
differently to the anesthetic.
So after the whole procedure, when y'all go toilet, did y'all had any bleeding or anything?
I had
No.
I had
No.
almost zero spotting.
Yeah, zero.
Just while going home, I had a bit of cramps.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's a bit
same.
of cramp.
You can feel the ovaries
Yeah.
and-
Correct. Like they are
Like,
like sore. Yeah. But I felt it for at least 2-3 days.
Yeah, same. After that, then it's
Then it's
perfectly
okay,
fine.
yeah.
The eggs actually come with surrounding cells called nurse cells, and these cells actually supply nutrients to the growing egg. We need to isolate these cells from the egg to assess whether the egg is mature or not. And the mature eggs will be frozen in liquid nitrogen at minus 196 degrees Celsius. 24/7 monitoring is done until they are used. Any compromise in any of these steps will make the eggs less viable.
And what happens to the non-mature eggs?
Immature eggs will be actually observed for some more time. If they mature within the next 24 hours, we can freeze them. If they don't mature, then they are not frozen. They are considered not usable.
So what happens when a woman wants to have kids?
In Singapore, those who want to use their frozen eggs, they should be married to conceive through IVF. So we take these eggs out, which we call as thawing. When we want to inject the sperm into these eggs, the ideal time is actually 4 hours after egg collection. Right? So that's why we freeze them within 2 hours after egg collection. And after they are thawed, we inject the sperm into these eggs in another 2 hours to create the embryos. The best embryos would be transferred to the womb. These embryos are chosen based on their grading and how they look under the microscope. So that's the process the woman has to go through.
So for Julie, they took out 19 and then they found out that 13 are mature.
所以大家好，我是19粒蛋。And I'm very excited to want to use my eggs. But I need to find a partner first because in order to use your egg, your
husband must sign.
Yeah, you need to be married first.
In Singapore.
So I'm out in the dating pool, you know. So yeah.
Did you feel that your ovaries were like swollen?
Yeah, I was so bloated. It felt like I was pregnant. I was like, oh, this is how it feels like when I'm
After the
pregnant.
trigger jab.
No, yeah, during that whole process, I can
Like you
I can
actually
really
felt like-
see my tummy getting more and more swollen.
Did you feel like heavy?
Heavy? Yes. Do you feel heavy?
No. It feels like normal menses bloating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about you? How many do you get?
So the blood test, when I saw the score, it was like my score was, I opened up, I was like, oh, it's 1.8.
Does it mean miss the egg count? Miss
I
what?
guess. So it's probably low, like 1.8, because I had the ovarian cyst surgery before, so that probably affected one of my ovaries, or both, or just my fertility in general. Yeah, so it was a good thing that I was actually doing, trying to freeze my eggs. Then when we went for the test, went for the scans, there was 2 that were growing and then 1 small one. So at that point I thought, yes, got 2. So 2 is better than none, you know, so like 2. And then if both, then get twins. Like why not, right? Then close shot thing. Then when they retrieved 4.
Ooh.
But 3 was matured. So
Yay! You can have triplets.
Yay! Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, so I mean, I don't have intention of using it anytime soon, but those 3 eggs that are frozen, they're so cute. It's like, it's so weird. Oh, sorry, this is like a sidetrack, but when I was looking at the pictures of the 3 and I was talking to Ryan, I was like, isn't that crazy that like one of these 3 eggs
can be a baby?
Could be our child? That is so weird. Anyway, yeah, so at least there's 3 eggs, and I know that there's another option, and I think that's the best thing we can do for ourselves is to have that option, and we're not being pressured, you know, to make decisions that maybe perhaps we're not ready to make. Or I think that's the best gift that I can give myself, is that on my own time, when we want to, when we're ready, they're there.
So for me, I retrieved 13, but only 12 are matured. Also not bad.
12 kids!
No! So but the egg count thing was quite real to me when I first saw the results. So like 3 years ago when I did my first surgery, my egg count was 3 times higher. And then this year when they checked, it was 3 times lower. So I feel that if I would have frozen my egg earlier, I will have more eggs, you know. I also want to try naturally first. It's only to a point where I feel that, you know, at 35, I suddenly regret. Oh my god, like I really want to have a kid.
Okay, then I bet I got 8.
Yeah, I got 8.
Save some!
Yeah, I can pick up from the freezer.
Yeah, that's a really nice, like, comforting thought to have, right? Just because the 35 is such a huge, like, you know,
It's a
the nurses
milestone
will
age,
say,
yeah,
it's
it's
like,
true.
you should have a child before 35. But I also know a lot of people who've had children after 35, the kids turned out perfectly fine.
And they're happy.
But one of the things that I spoke to a few people, like they kind of like talk about is the financial part.
Yeah.
Because they say that it's a bit expensive and stuff like that. So I would say that do a proper planning before embarking on this journey. But this journey is definitely will be worth it.
Yeah. I think the needle part was the biggest issue for most people because they keep telling themselves that, I cannot see myself jabbing for 2 weeks. It's going to be very painful and whatever not. But the support that you get around and the people that you speak to who have went through it will assure you that actually it's okay one. Like, I have a friend right who went through and even told me, if you need me to come and help you jab, I can do it for you too. But
so sweet.
I think the support from my friends and family were also very important. Like they keep telling us that, like my mother-in-law insisted, like, should I go over? Like, you want me to come over and accompany you? So I feel very assured that it's not that bad lah. Then when I go through 2-3 days, I was actually fine already.
It is definitely an experience. Like, you know, the emotionally and mentally, having support is so important. But if it's something that you choose to do on your own, then, you know, just be mentally prepared.
Or you can reach out lah.
Reach out to
the panel.
Correct. But you know, you're a strong, independent woman, so
So for myself, because I'm doing it when I'm single, right? But the first day was a bit emotional for me because it was like, wow, like I'm on this journey. And then after that, there's different range of emotions. It's like the what if, like if I would have found a partner who is ready, I don't need to go through this. And so there's some negative thoughts there. But then after that, you kind of redirect it to in a ways like, you know, sometimes in life you really cannot predict what's going to happen. And by doing this, like I'm giving myself the assurance that, hey, like I'm responsible and I'm doing this in the right way, so that you don't rush into anything in life. And there's something I want to say that I forgot. Okay, let me think.
Take your time.
Yeah, I mean, regarding this, like a lot of people have different opinions and point of view. Some would say that, y'all are trying to play God. But to be honest, we are just trying to control our timeline. For me, it's not that I don't want to have kids. Like, I want to be married, I want to have kids, but just that I haven't found the right partner yet.
There are people who feel that they are ready immediately, they don't need to wait. Then go for it. But for me, I have an issue in getting, in conceiving at the start, right? So then that wasn't an option for me to just go and have a kid.
Yeah, I think same. I mean, I can just see how, but then also the age thing, not getting any younger. Physically, my body, like, you know, there's definitely complications. So, but now that we have the opportunity to do this, I'm like, why not?
Yeah, why not?
I don't think it's really more of like a
delay.
Yeah.
Honestly, whatever age you want to have a child, I think that doesn't really matter. What matters is you're prepared to be responsible for this child for the rest of its life and the rest of your life. So it's not a small decision to make. Like, you know, you will definitely learn on the job of how to be a mom, how to be a parent. It's never going to be like easy per se, right? But yeah, I think it's important that we now have this option to make a more, what's that word? What decision?
Conscious.
Calculated.
To make a more calculated decision, I guess. There's no to make a more calculated decision.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yay.
Excellent.
Imagine next time all our kids hang out.
And they all by IVF, like IVF.
Yay.